Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
That's great.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? To the air, it's Simmons. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious.
Ooh.
These fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Looking for space. It's Davidson. Fighting off the defender. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The give on the option. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's McCutcheon.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking for space, it's Simon. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's McCutcheon. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
That's a 20. He's got space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Snatches it on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Not the most productive pass for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Pushes for the goal line. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go jumbo package. 3 tight ends set on 3rd and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready.
Into the secondary on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Caught, close to the marker, it's McCutcheon. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And this one is perfect. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Rides the back and leaves it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Simmons. Got the back over the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end of the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying 1 step ahead.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Across the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try.
There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. Pulls it in, it's McCoy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How big is this drive? scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Gives it on the option. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Snagged in the middle. It's Butler. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Power football with the run. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw at Simmons. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner goes down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Tatum. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
I know that's offense.
Oh, cold. Wow, that's great.
Interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Got it behind the line. It's Davidson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A strike downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll go to the fullback. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The sure hands, it's McCoy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he's in.
Like you're supposed to.
Zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up for the PAT. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things did not go the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw at Simmons. Fakes to grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's McCutcheon. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going deep. And that'll be it. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're...
Touchdown! Ole Miss! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They tackle Lamore onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity given...
Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. It's now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. This drive will open from the 15. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. He's got it at the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Texas! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He's looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw. Time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. field. Oh, he got a hand on it and knocked it away. Incomplete, and the game is over. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football...
The way we lost. The way we lost shows.